Hi everyone, I'm Nathan from the ebookreader.com. For this video, I'm going to give you guys an in-depth review of the X-ray feature on the Kindle Paperwhite. So this feature, it's available on the Kindle Touch as well, and the Kindle Fire tablets, and then the iPad app. So it doesn't work on the basic Kindle. For some reason, Amazon never implemented this on that. But I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly how this feature works. I've covered it in the reviews before, but I'm going to go a little more in depth to show you exactly how this feature works. Right now, I'm reading this book from George Martin called Song of Ice and Fire series. This is actually the Dance of Dragons book, the latest one. So the thing about this book is it has a ton of characters and it's kind of hard to keep track. I kind of go back and forth with reading this book. I wanted to read the other series first so I'd remember some of the characters, but it's just too much reading because each book's like over 1,000 pages, so there's like 5 of them before this. So one great thing about the X-ray feature is it'll give you, it'll tell you which characters are on the page. You can actually see which characters in the chapter and which characters are in the book. So as you can see, there's the 460 characters mentioned in this book, so it's pretty hard to keep track sometimes. So what's cool about this X-ray feature is that you can go ahead and tap on this one of these characters, and it will give you a brief description of the character, and it also lists all the times the name is shown in the book. It's basically like a search feature below the description, and as you see this sort of line up here, this is sort of the representation of the book, and it shows you how often the character appears is represented by those dark lines. So obviously with a book like this, this feature comes in really handy with all these different characters. So what it does is it pulls the information from Shelfari. You can see right there it says more on Shelfari. So what's cool about this X-ray feature is it's actually a separate file that is downloaded with your book when you get it from Amazon. It doesn't work with all books, and it doesn't work with side-loaded books. You can see in the description for the book if it's enabled or not under X-ray. So when it's enabled, it's an actual file that is downloaded with your book, so you don't actually have to have internet connected to get the descriptions for your character and to get this to work, because it's already downloaded. It's a part of a file that is downloaded with your book when you get it from Amazon. So you can actually go on here if you want to get more info. You can hit more on Shelfari, and that'll actually launch the web browser, and you can get more information that way. But otherwise, you don't even have to have the internet connected to get this feature, which I think is pretty cool. So one other thing with this is it also doesn't just recognize characters, it'll recognize terms as well. So this book, since it's a fantasy book, it's not going to have a whole lot of terms, as you can see here. But if you go to the book over here, it'll have some terms. We've got a section for terms and then people right there. And so like some of the more popular things actually have Wikipedia entries, because the terms come from Wikipedia. So like right here, you can see a description of Casterly Rock, and it has the link for the full Wikipedia article. And like I said, it shows a search result of all the places that it actually appears in the book. So if you want to jump back to get some more information on something. So on the Kindle Fire tablets and the iPad app, it's basically the exact same thing. It's just the format a little differently. And it pops up, you got the info for page, chapter, and book. And it also has the terms right there, like I said, and then the people, so you can just sort of categorize by people if you wanted to look at that. And then with this one, it just has this little option right here where you can see more about this book. And what it does is it launches the description at Amazon, and then you get some additional info here, and as well as like the reviews and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this review right here. There's not a whole lot else to show. It's just basically, like I said, you got the list of the characters and the terms in the book, and it actually, just depending on what type of book you're reading, it can come in very handy for these type of books with tons of characters and lots of pages to cover. So if you don't want to read the whole series over again, you can just use the X-ray feature to get some background info on the characters and sort of refresh your memory. It's a pretty cool feature. I do wish some other e-readers would get something up going like this too.